Alola everyone, Trayman1 here, and we're back with another Pokemon Sun and Moon prediction video. Today I'll be doing a predictions over the Alola League. Basically, 10 Pokemon I would like to see Ash bring back for the Alola League. Note, before we get into these 10, I'm going to do some honorable mentions, and then we can get right to the 10. The honorable mentions go to Oshawott, Bayleaf, Infernape, Noivern, and Greninja. Now, for the first 4, I do believe that they have a chance of coming back because they're still in Ash's box. But however, with Greninja's case, Greninja is released in Kalos. I would love to see Greninja return for a battle in the league, but since he's in Kalos, I'm not sure if that's going to happen. But as for the rest, I would love to see them return, but they were just a few honorable mentions. But let's go ahead and get right into number 10. The number 10 spot, we have to go to Ash's Scraggy. We haven't seen Ash's Scraggy since the Unova series. And in the league, Ash's Scraggy did get a win, but it wasn't a really memorable one. If Ash's Scraggy was to return in the Alola League, I would love to see him get a hardcore, basically full win, maybe against, who knows, Ilima. Since Ilima is a normal type user, I would love to see Scraggy get basically a really good win in that battle. That would be really amazing in my opinion. The number 9 spot has to go to Ash's Gibble. The reason that Gibble's so low on this list is because in the Ultra Guardians episodes, Ash rides on the back of a Garchomp, and seeing Ash on Garchomp really makes me wonder, like, what's up with Gibble, man? I would love to see Ash's Gibble evolve into a Garchomp, and it feels like the Sun and Moon writers would have loved that as well. But the reason that Gibble is so low as well is because it got some pretty hard wins in the Sinnoh League, but I really don't feel like Ash would use Gibble too much here in the Alola. I feel like he'll use a lot of his other Pokemon, which I will mention later on in this list. If Gibble does return, I can see Gibble possibly participating in the Gladion battle, maybe fighting against Sceptile but losing, or maybe beating like another one of Gladion's Pokemon that he will catch in the future. The number 8 spot goes to all 3 of Ash's Kanto starters, Squirtle, Bulbasaur, and Charizard. The reason I put all 3 of these together is because I can see Ash bringing all 3 of these back in one battle, basically a 3v3 match. Maybe possibly with Kiawe, where Ash uses Charizard against his Charizard, Squirtle against Marowak, and Bulbasaur against Turtonator. Now, the reason that I put these 3 together as well is because it would be really, really amazing to see these 3 return. And since we've seen Ash go to Kanto, he only really saw Bulbasaur there. Even though we saw that Squirtle and the Squirtle Squad reside there, and Charizard in the flashback, we didn't get to see all 3 of these Pokemon together. And I would really love to see all 3 of these Pokemon together, fighting together in a battle in the league. Also, Brock and Misty may return to watch the league, so it would be really cool for them to mention history of Ash's icons and basically realizing how strong that they've gotten since the last time they've seen these Pokemon battle. The number 7 spot has to go to Ash's Krookodile. And the reason that I put Ash's Krookodile as number 7 is because we already seen Krookodile in Sun and Moon anime with Nanus, but it'll be interesting to see, like, maybe if Nanus watching the league and he sees Ash bring out a Krookodile. Like, so you are a dark type trainer after all. I think that would be really cool as well. But considering the fact that I also want Krookodile to return, is because Ash has to take on Hapu at some point. And Hapu gives basically trainers the Ground Z Crystal. I can see Krookodile being the one to use the Ground Z Crystal. And that would be a really amazing way to show it off in the league with Ash's Krookodile. That would be basically giving a lot of love to Ash's Krookodile as well. Also, I can see Krookodile taking down some hard hits and possibly being used more than once in the league. But yep, I feel like Krookodile will be used in the later rounds as well. The number 6 spot goes to Ash's Torus, and the reason that Ash's Torus is here is because Ash's Torus has been mentioned the most throughout all of Sun and Moon out of all of Ash's previous Pokemon. In episode 1, Ash mentioned Torus to Lily, stating, "Yeah, I caught a few." Then when we went to the Kanto arc, Lily saw that a few was freaking 30. But I would like to see Torus return one more time, basically like, yeah, show off his strength. So Lily could be like, wow, your Torus really are amazing. And plus, we haven't seen Ash use his Torus since Hoenn. That's been about 4 series ago. It would be really interesting to see Ash use his Torus once again. Probably use like 6 of them, maybe, like just to joke around. It'll be funny to see a 6v6 where Ash uses 6 Tauruses, but I know that's not gonna happen. But I do believe that Torus should return in this league and basically show off his strength. Also, Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee are coming around as well. Maybe this could be a good promotional way to like get people to use Torus and Let's Go. But the league will probably take place far after Let's Go comes out. But yeah, I would love to see Torus. The number 5 spot has to go to Ash's Muck. And we haven't seen Ash's Muck battle in quite a long time. I believe Muck really deserves to come back for a battle. We see Ash's Muck make cameos, hugging Oak and hugging Ash, but we need to see it do a hardcore battle. I believe that it'll be used in the earlier rounds, fighting off against a trainer with a Alola Muck. And I can basically see this trainer being like a kind of douchey trainer saying, oh, Alola forms are way better than Kanto forms, and Ash basically has to come up with strategies to overcome Alola Muck's poison and dark type. I could really see this working out to Ash's advantage and Ash basically getting a win with Muck. The number 4 spot has to go to Ash's Staraptor. We haven't seen Ash use his Staraptor since the Sinnoh League, and I believe that Ash's Staraptor could face off against a trainer with a 2 cannon. I would really like to see this happen because they're both normal flying types, and it'll be a really great battle to see. Of course, Ash's Staraptor will overcome this 2 cannon, however, because Staraptor still knows close combat. But also, it'll be interesting to see, like, since Ash is more of a combat style fighter, how he will face off against 2 cannon with his Beak Blast, knowing that when you hit Beak Blast, basically the Pokemon gets burned. That'll be really interesting to see Ash overcome. Maybe Rowlet goes against 2 cannon first, and then Staraptor comes in to help it out. I could really see that being a great battle, and a great bonding moment between Staraptor and Ash's Rowlet to get Ash's Pokemon for Sun and Moon to bond with his previous Pokemon. The number 3 spot goes to Ash's Hawlucha. I love Ash's Hawlucha. It was one of my favorites from the X and Y series, and to see Ash's Hawlucha return for the Alola League would be simply amazing. Of course, they probably wouldn't come back in the costume because Serena had made that costume, and I'm pretty sure that they can't use the costume anymore. But just to see Hawlucha make his entrance into Alola, and maybe to see the Mask Royale interested to see Ash, well, Kukui is interested in Ash having a Hawlucha. Considering the fact that Hawlucha is more of a Battle Royale type, I could also see Ash's Hawlucha coming back actually before the league, basically to participate in the Battle Royale. I believe that would be a great development episode, like, for Hawlucha to return and basically compete in the league. I would love to see Hawlucha get a few wins in, and maybe they can do another moment where Noivern gets hurt or gets defeated, and Hawlucha comes back with that battle ready mode that it had in the Kalos League. For number 2, we have Ash's Heracross. Ash's Heracross is Ash's hard hitter. Ash's Heracross did a lot of damage in the Sinnoh League. And basically, I would love to see it return for the Alola League. For some reason, I can see Heracross facing off against a Vikavolt. I don't know why, but it just seems like the perfect opponent for Ash's Heracross to go against. And since we haven't seen Vikavolt in the anime, maybe one of Ash's rivals will end up having a Vikavolt, and we'll get to see Ash use his Heracross against that Vikavolt. Of course, I believe Ash's Heracross will win because it's Ash's Heracross. It's a really, really strong one. And I basically could see Ash's Heracross also being used in the early rounds. The number 1 spot goes to Ash's Sceptile. And the reason Ash's Sceptile is number 1 is because Ash's Sceptile is one of Ash's greatest Pokemon. It was the one to finish off Darkrai in the Sinnoh League, and we haven't seen it since Sinnoh. I would really love to see Ash's Sceptile get a return in the Alola League. Maybe fight off against a trainer with a Decidueye, grass type versus grass type. This would be a really amazing fight. I can see Sceptile being used in the midway near the end of the league, basically. And I would really love to see Ash's Sceptile get an official win. Maybe against a trainer with a Mega Evolution as well. Knowing the fact that Sceptile can Mega Evolve, I don't believe Ash is going to get Mega Sceptile. I wanted him to in Kalos, but he didn't, sadly. I was hoping Ash and Sceptile returned in Kalos, but what better way to bring him back in the Alola region? I believe Sceptile will get multiple wins and will be used multiple times throughout the league. I would really love to see Sceptile get a win against Decidueye just to show like, hey, it's both of the cool grass type Final Evolution starters, and I would really love to see that win happen. A lot of my predictions could be wrong, however. The Alola League probably isn't coming for another year for now. But I just wanted to do a quick prediction video because we don't have an episode of Sun and Moon coming out this week. And also, just to get my thoughts out on Pokemon I would love to see Ash bring back for the league. Note, I believe that he will use his Alola team a lot of times. Maybe against Kiawe he'll use 3. Maybe, and then of course I want to see him using his Alola team against Gladion. But I for sure believe that if Ash makes it to the final in the Alola League, then he will use his Alola team for the finals. All of them. And maybe one more extra one because we don't know his 6th member yet for Alola. But we'll have to wait and see who that is. In the comment section down below, let me know the 10 Pokemon that you would like to see Ash bring back for the Alola League. I'm very excited for the Alola League. And yep, those were my thoughts and predictions. Note for the honorable mentions, I do believe that some of those could return, but it's kind of unlikely for Greninja because, you know, it got released. It would be really nice to see Greninja again. As for Infernape got its iconic win back in. So, no, I think it deserves, like, I don't know if Ash will bring it back again to get another iconic win because, yeah, he already got his main iconic win. As for Bayleaf, I feel like Bayleaf would come back, but it wouldn't get a win. It probably might lose. And Oshawott, I just want to see Oshawott come back for comedic relief. Noivern could come back as well, but I actually hope Noivern gets some win this time around because back in X and Y, Noivern wasn't all too great. But I really would like to see Noivern lose so Hawlucha could get that iconic win. But yep, thank you all for watching. That's my video for today, and I hope y'all enjoyed. Treyman1, peace out.